Hi, what's up, buddy? Welcome to Richline Insider. Let's talk about Alibaba and Microsoft stocks. If this is your first time to Richline Insider, we talk about stock investing, real estate investing, and how to be a real estate agent. So, if you want to make more money in stocks and real estate, you can subscribe our channel so you do not miss any of our videos. And at the end of the videos, you can get free stocks and audibles in the description and comment. Today we gonna talk about stock market today and Microsoft and Alibaba stock. Okay, let's look at today's stock market. S&P 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and Russell, they were all down. And crude oil was up a little bit. Gold, silver was down, and US dollar appreciated against euro, but depreciated against British pound, and also appreciated against Japanese yen. Bitcoin is over 60,000. 10-year bond not changed so much, and that's interesting. Let's look at the stock market in the whole S&P 500 sectors. So technologies, Apple, Google were down. Tesla is up. Tesla was up. Generally most of the time, the stock market did not move so much today. Usually if you see so green or so red, so it's in either directions. So right now you see not so bright red or not so green. So basically the stocks did not move so much. So Nvidia was up. Nvidia was up because of chip shortage. That's why I've been buying Nvidia. I sent out a notice to my Patreon group. The links in the description and comment below. So let's look at the top 5 trading stocks. S&D, oh my gosh, that's a penny stock. Everybody has been crazy about it. The Robinhood, come on, you can do better than that, because it's not a great company, because they do not manage their debt. They need to issue a lot of new stocks to dilute your shareholdings. So over a long term, I believe this stock is going down. So that's why as a beginner, it's really important not to follow what other people are following. They say, oh, you know what, this S&D is pretty cheap. It's only $1.50. Just keep buying. Now it's 93 cents. It's almost 50% down. It can go down further as well. How about the second stock, CTIM? It's also 326 million stock. Why was it popular? My Patreon member, they told me, hey, what do you think about CTIM? Because everybody was talking about it. They were crazy because the shipping rate went up recently, but it just came back down again. So as a generally, I do not like shipping industry because they do not have the pricing power. They have the 5 million, 10 million, 20 million tankers to transport commodities or to transport oil. But if the oil price goes up, it costs more for them to transport. And if the global shipping rate goes down, they lose their profits margins. So either way, they do not have the pricing power. They cannot say, oh, you know what, I'm not going to transport your commodities, your corns, your sugar, oil, if you don't pay me this much. They can't do that, because if you park your ships at the gate, at the beach or whatever, you still need to pay money to do that. You cannot just park anywhere. You still need to pay. It costs you money, even if you want to park in the middle of the ocean. It still costs you money as well. So that's not a good industry, a good sector that I'm interested in personally. And Nuance, it was up because Microsoft is taking over this company. So this is you can say it's a blue chip company. It's not small, $15 billion. Apple is the most valuable company in the world right now, $2 trillion company. As well as cryptocurrency stock, only 638 million. It's a penny stock. 3 out of the 5 stocks are penny stock. So a lot of people are speculating. A lot of people don't know what they are doing. So that's why a lot of people lose money. Or 90% of the people lose money, and probably 98% of the traders lose money. So if you know how to do, how to look for great companies, invest it, then the chance of you making money is pretty high, probably 50, 60, 70, 80%, depending on how much you have studied, how your experience, how much you can control your emotion. So Bitcoin, let's go look at Bitcoin now. 60,000 right now. It's back to 60,000, over 60,000. And I talk about it in January 7th. It's gonna hit 60,000. I believe in over a long term it's gonna hit 100,000. So why did Bitcoin price go up again after going back down to 50,000? It's because Elon Musk. Elon Musk tweeted about Bitcoin, and I knew that Elon Musk gonna buy Bitcoin. So that's why I told my members, stock members about it. And so yeah, so congratulations if you have already bought Bitcoin. Let's look at Alibaba. Alibaba shares rise 6% in pre-market after having to pay 2.8 trillion, 2.8 billion anti-monopoly fine to the Chinese government. So why did the stocks up? You wouldn't you think that if a company pays the fine, that the share price could go down? Why? Why is that so? Let me explain. Let me tell you why. So Alibaba stock used to be $300 plus stock. So what happened? So that it went back down because chairman Jack Ma, basically disappeared, and also there were new rumors that Chinese government could break up the Alibaba group. So investors were really nervous, and what should I do? So some of them sold their shares, even though the share price went back up, it's never hit the $300. So they were pretty nervous about it. Now that Chinese government did not break up the company, so we just made $2.8 billion. So we're happy. For a normal small and medium-sized company, this could bankrupt the company, but Alibaba makes more than 600 billion every year, a year, and more than 150 billion in profits in 1 year. So 2.8 billion is like maybe 1 to 2%. So it's not a big deal. So that's why everybody is happy. So you can never say for sure that if something happens, the stock could go down, or something happens, the stock could go up, because it really depends on the whole picture. So you need to know how to look at the whole picture. So in this whole picture, investors were really worried about Chinese government breaking up the Alibaba. So now, Chinese government only fines 2.8 billion, so they were happy. So that's why stock was up for 9.27% in a day. That's pretty crazy. Let's look at that. And let's go to Microsoft. Microsoft is going to acquire Nuance. Taking advantage of the antitrust Congress has been focusing on Facebook, Google, and Apple. So Microsoft has some time to look for new companies to acquire, and they acquire basically ZeniMax last month for 7.6 billion. ZeniMax is a parent company of video game publisher Bethesda. So now they are acquiring Nuance. They were about to almost nearly acquire TikTok's US operation, but they did not. And they acquired GitHub, in a few years ago for 7.5 billion. They paid more than 26 billion for LinkedIn. So you can say this is probably the second biggest after LinkedIn, because they are paying 60 billion to Nuance Communication. So why do they acquire this company? Let's look at that. This company is provides speech recognition and artificial intelligence in the healthcare industry. Everybody, Amazon, Google, they want to get into healthcare industry, and more than 50% of the physician, doctors, and hospitals and clinics use this company. So in a way, by acquiring this company, Microsoft is getting into healthcare industry easy. Just think about it. If they are basically acquiring customers, like physicians, hospitals, clinics in the healthcare industry. So that's really great, really smart move by the Microsoft. Let's look at this stock price as well. This is like crazy, like hockey stick. This company must have been doing really well. So So this is a very interesting move. So I like the Microsoft stock. So let's look at the long-term chart of Microsoft. So if you have bought Microsoft 20 years or 30 years ago for just for 1,000, you could be seeing it on 200,000, 300,000, 500,000. So it's really difficult to. It's very easy to get rich if you know how to invest in the right company. What are the ways to get rich? You can only get rich three ways. Uh, in real estate, but you need to know have some down payment. You need to know how to look for the deals. You need to know how to fix the houses. That takes a lot of time. And the first one is start a business. The risk of failing in business is very 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 high. 80 to 90% of the business fail within the first 3 years. Okay, so what is the easier ways? If you are employed, you have an office job, all you need is a smartphone or laptop to buy stocks. So you don't need to quit your job. So this is very very easy way to start. Another stock that looks like this is United Health Group. Let's look at it. It's very very similar to Microsoft in terms of the chart. I like this stock, for retirement, because this is just very very beautiful chart, And okay, so you can start with $10 a day. There's M1 Finance automated investing fractional share. You can, if you want to buy Microsoft, you can only pay $10. You can do that. So the link is in the description and comment down below. M1 Finance, open it. If you use the link, you're gonna get $10 to $30 in bonus if they have the promotion. And you can start with a few $100s, $1,000. That's how I got started. So that's how I got money for real estate investing, and my portfolio has grown over 6 figures. So you don't need to have 100,000 to start investing, but you need to start to have 100,000. So if you're interested in what stocks I'm buying or selling, you can join Patreon group. Gold Patreon is for the long-term investor. Trading Patreon is for day trading, swing trading. You buy stock today, sell it today, or in a few days or a few weeks. And if you want to know both dividend stocks, growth stock, and trading stock, you can join this everything. And this also has a super growth stock that can 5 times, 10 times, your money, our money. Of course, all these stocks fluctuate a lot. Just like Amazon, Apple, they have the potential to drop by 30, 40, 50%. If you're interested, the link is going to be down below, and you can also type in this link as well. And get free stocks, and also get free stock audibles in the link description below. You can also get $15 a month mobile plan, save money. You can reach out to me here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.